no reason to delay. It's time to play. Say game number 1 and 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Mitch Mart, 1996, making the excellent decision to follow the monthly Tetris 2 channel as this match gets underway. Dang, pretty much a simul start. Impressive considering all the lag. And if you out there are not already following this channel, yeah, you should do the thing. Mr. Brain's getting ads, even though I ran a bit of an ad so that we wouldn't get them. Twitch, doing Twitch things, gotta love it. Guy B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Also, thank you for the follow as well as we get things going. Game number 1. NGC with a bar dependency in the center and a spire of Z pieces, but is getting them, trying to get things around it here. This board is kind of in a rough state to kick things off here in game number 1. Dan is playing up on row 2, gets a Tetris there. It is 76,000 and 95,000. We get game number 1 started between these two. NGC Man, the number 6 seed. DanVweller, the number 11 seed. NGC's gotten out of that bit of a mess, and stack not too much the worse for wear. Score not really that much the worse for wear either. Backed by maybe a Tetris pace-wise. Dan waiting on a bar, has to take that triple there. Things are just starting to get a little bit too uncomfortable. There's the Tetris afterwards. 170-150, 5-line difference for NGC. So we are neck and neck here, game number 1. Get to the 40-line mark. Dan is stacked up to the sky. Bar nowhere in sight, so safety burns inbound. NGC having to cover up the well, but uses that J in a very crafty way to take a skim off the top. And we are dead even tied, though with a 4-line difference. Ooh, Dan with diving board of an L piece in the center of the stack, and have to figure out how he wants to attack that. Adjusts J out of the way for the Tetris, and with a couple of burns, gets the stack pretty much cleaned up here. Ooh, NGC's board is in serious trouble now. Gonna need some amazingly tight movements, get pieces to the sides. I don't know. Oh my god, the S made it over, but that's gonna be it. NGC throws his hands up, 180, 188, he's done. Dan misdrops a J piece, but it doesn't matter, he's good at 232, GG. Three, 2, 1, Tetris. So what is it with all, like, the increased number of ads now? Like, is it only certain channels doing it? Or is it every channel that is now stuck like this, where if you don't run ads manually... Yeah, I read about the thing where you can get an increased share if you, like, increase your ad time or something like that. But ew? That's not what we're here for? Dan opting to take a triple instead of setting up for a dirty center well Tetris. Probably the smart move, but then like 7 bars came. Stack's clean now though. Real pretty. 74,000 to 57,000. NGC with the early lead. Of course, if you subscribe, you don't have to worry about the ads. Throwing that out there. Ooh, Dan with a double flip of the bar. Kinda saw the look on his face, too. Gonna have to deal with that now. Gonna get it cleaned up for the most part here. Just a couple burns left. But it is going to allow NGC to start building a bit of a lead here. That Tetris there brings NGC to 188, 112 for DanV. Gonna get a very nice row 2 Tetris that transfers well back to column 10 perfectly. Not getting... Oh, finally the L shows up for the left-hand side for Dan. And then several bars, only one of which is good for a Tetris, but hey, it's a Tetris. NGC now with a bit of an uncomfortable stack here, but a couple perfect pieces come rolling in to take care of the minor situation that was trying to crop up. And NGC is going to get the Tetris, bring this stack back down, 240 to 185. NGC adds another score up to 263. Very unhelpful squares there, though. A real great place to put them after the ZS that preceded them. NGC's board finally cleaned up, but it has allowed Dan to tighten the gap up quite a bit. 272 to 256, and bang, simul Tetris. NGC ahead now by less than a Tetris as we get past the 70 line mark on both sides of the screen. Now, what we should do is have an ad play if people pass up on Tetris. Ooh, line spin for NGC, beautiful. The stream got a little laggy right as it happened, but you could tell that it happened. And then the neat L overhang for the J-Talk afterwards. That was pretty. Yeah, no, we're gonna play ads every time somebody passes up on a Tetris. That's what I say. But only on their stream, like, only for them specifically. That's totally not possible. That's why I'm suggesting it. Another score for NGC up to 397, 395 for DanV. So we are, yeah. We are neck and neck. NGC looking to try and fill in columns 3 and 4 here. Finally gets sort of helpful pieces for that, and then immediately nothing else helpful, and has built a spire of S's in the center of the stack, and transition is approaching. We're down to about 20 lines away here, so it's got to get cleaned up sooner rather than later. It does get cleaned up in time. 454, 467, these two players continuing to play it close. Dan's got the 1-0 lead in the set, and NGC looking to try and tie it up here with this game too. 478, 469 just for Dan to take a Tetris, go to 492. 14,000 points the difference, 2 lines the difference. NGC 1 line away from transition now. Got a nice clean looking stack. Dan's stack, not clean. NGC transitions is at 528 now, about halfway through level 19. Dan transitions high up at 501 and is getting the right pieces to bring this down, but alright, that will help. There's a bar for the score. NGC gets one as well. 559, 531. We're back to neck and neck. Wisteria Werewolf, thank you for the follow. Good timing to do so. You're here in the middle of an exciting game, too. Players are neck and neck. Now on level 20, Dan with another hole created on the left-hand side. Whittling away at it as NGC just navigates these higher speeds. Picks up a Tetris there to go to 592. Takes some smart burns to bring the stack down as well. Dan rolling pieces over to that left-hand side. Gets a well open, gets a bar, gets a score. 597, 599 for NGC. Yeah, we are still neck and neck. Separated by just a couple thousand points. Another Tetris for NGC. Dan's gonna have to settle for a triple there, waiting for the bar to get opened back up. There it is, there's a score, but NGC gets one as well. 661, 633, 4-line difference. Dan actually 1,000 points in the lead now, but NGC's gonna take it back with that Tetris up to 694 and a 24. Dan is Tetris ready. Doesn't get the bar all the way over it. Stopped in column 9. He's gotta get another one. Covers up the well right when it comes. Hangs a piece on the right. Hangs his head in shame and is done at 667. NGC at 725 hangs on and levels the set off 1-1. GG. We're all knotted up at 1. Who's going to take advantage and move to match point? In 3, 2, 1. Clock's ticking. Well, that was like a line spin. Oh, Dan with a staircase of S pieces in the center of the board. Manages a spin single tuck. But a lot of holes pepper in the bottom there. A bar would only be good for a single, so Dan's just gotta bring this down here. Run ads for... Every single burn, run an ad. Dan would have made this channel about $3,000. But hey, he's out of the dig now. 50,000 to 120. NGC take another Tetris, go to 142. And a floating Nino on Dan's right side. Challenges circuit, but every time someone takes a turn, it gets better. Or it gets faster. Ooh, NGC, I think, tried to make a late adjustment with that L piece. It did not pan out. Gonna require just a couple more burns here, though. Just a couple more ads. And you see, though, sitting on a healthy lead, so had those burns to play with, basically. 244 to 147, nearly 100,000 point difference as we approach the 60 line marker. Dan's gonna hit that S spin, which is absolutely vital because we don't want to run more ads yet. Gets a Tetris, 171, 252. Blue pieces raining down on NGC. Blue piece is not the greatest for the board at the moment, but finds a way to make them work. But that L spin didn't pan out. Require a couple more burns here. 282, 217. He's still got the lead. Dan's just waiting on a bar. Covers the well by taking a double right when the bar comes. There's the bar for the score. NGC gonna get a Tetris as well. Column 8 with a perfect transfer. 307, 243. The difference now about 64,000 points. So just shy of 3 Tetrises. DanV got that left side built out pretty far. And by that I mean stacked to the moon. NGC waiting on a J to burn out a handy triple. Has to make do with a couple other pieces, but makes it work. As Dan just brings the stack down. 93 lines for Dan at 295. 356 for NGC at 90 lines. Add a Tetris to go to 378. That lead climbing back upwards a bit as Dan's got another... Ooh, did not get that bar all the way left, and that's gonna... Alright, gets the next one over. Solve that particular problem, but now a few holes to contend with for Dan here. Transition starting to sneak up once again, but that triple will help the cleanup process go real fast. 430 for NGC, 311 for danvweller. That's the problem with that cleanup, though, is NGC has been playing very clean already and is going to pounce on any mistakes, any digs. Tetris for NGC up to 482, 359 for danvweller, so that lead very quickly turned into 123,000 points. 5.5 Tetrises. NGC now 6 lines away from transition, 8 lines away for Dan at a Tetris. Go to 405. The lead brought back down just a smidgen, just a touch, but both players 1 Tetris away from transition. Dan will get there at 429. NGC will get there at 533. We're off and running in the 19 plus once again. NGC picking up a score up to 557. Dan gets 1 to 477. Another bang Tetris for NGC. Trying to build up a lead. His opponent is a roller. They can often play the 29 speeds to at least some level of proficiency. So he knows he's got to tack on the score while he can. Dan, though, having to contend with a couple more holes in the stack, this is going to give NGC a chance to continue adding to this lead. 618, 511. Add another score for NGC, bring it up to 645. Bang, Tetris for both. 674, 544, 130,000 points now the difference. And Dan's center getting a little bit high. Hovers up the well for a moment, but gets some great pieces to work this out. Gonna need a couple more burns is the problem. Or could set up with his dirty in the center. Will the bar come, though? Not until the well's covered, and Dan's got his work cut out for him. Especially with that S not making all the way left, and that one misflipping, but the bar makes it all the way over. Dan's hanging in there, gets that center well open back up. Will the bar come this time? No, he's just gonna burn it down. That square didn't make it all the way, but it's gonna be fine where it is. Dan at 577, NGC has continued to pour on the aggression, pour on the points. It's at 758. The lead is 170,000, but Dan just focusing on survival, brings the stack down, gets a Tetris up to 622. 793 for NGC, back by a few lines as well, so has some more runway. But Dan, with the rolling, has the ability to play past the kill screen, and NGC knows that and is not about to let up now. 858 to 658. 200,000 points to lead. danvweller takes another Tetris up to 693. NGC triples out of Tetris readiness just before the bar comes. It has a little bit of traffic now to deal with on this board. Not too much. Able to get it brought down. Dan up to 766 has brought it back down to 110,000 points, but is 8 lines ahead. NGC basically is going to be looking to use as many of these lines as possible to score, but has to take a few more burns. Burns into 28 at 882. Dan is on a kill screen at 837. The lead down to 50,000 points. NGC's got room for 2 Tetrises before going to level 29. There's one of them. 1 burn available now. Dan is up to level 30 at 848. Is built up for a Tetris, but can't get pieces over to the left. Oh, the well's getting done at 852. 928 for NGC. Will hang on and take game 3. So NGC, sitting on the 2-1 lead, has the hover 3. danvweller, looking to try and bring us to a decider, has the ready on the screen. We have a game 4 to play. Match point for NGC. Can he finish it off, or does Dan bring us to yet another decider in 3, 2, 1, Tetris? A dirty Tetris for NGC to get his scoring started here in game number 4, followed by a clean one. Dan getting none of the pieces that he wants. Oh, okay. Does a bar spin because, well, you know, reasons. Just danvweller things. It's not often you see a line spin that doesn't clear a line. NGC's got a column 3 well. Gonna get the score and then transfer the well over. NGC at 125 and just kind of shrugging and looking at the screen. danvweller at 60,000, but gets the score there to go to 82. Another hole in the stack, though, and no L coming for that L-shaped hole in the stack means more burns in Dan's future. That bar for the triple there, though, will be a big help. NGC building another significant lead here. 58 lines in, has 248. 56 lines in, 128 for Dan. So NGC almost doubling his opponent up here to get to the 60 line mark. Dan's been having a bit of a struggle in these early games, but still manages to keep them competitive. None of these wins have been easy. $297, 156, a 139,000 point lead though for NGC. Managing to stay incredibly efficient through this 18 play. Now takes a couple skims, largely just for board health. Dan takes another Tetris up to 181. And you see, obviously feeling comfortable, just trying to keep the board in good shape. That lead still at about 120-odd thousand points. NGC now, though, waiting on a bar, and it's... Oh, it comes a piece too late, as usual. El Clasico strikes again. And Tetris for NGC, though. Tetris for both. 373, 254. NGC out in front. We're over the 90 line mark. Both boards getting pretty high. NGC's getting real high, but squeaks that bar over. Getting S and Z bursted, though. And just some atrocious pieces. NGC's got some holes to contend with. Dan's got a Z piece just kind of hanging out there. NGC now with a bar dependency that turns into a very scary Tetris well. Just going to take the double. Of course, that time the bar comes early on. But NGC in a bit of a pickle here in transition. Again, starting to loom. Dan is going to get clean, is at 355. NGC is at 436. And mostly out of this mess. Mostly. Now it's starting to build back up again. NGC gonna take that Tetris to lower things down and transition at comfortable height. 464 the transition score for NGC. Dan's got one more Tetris, gonna transition at 424. So what was a 130,000 point difference is now just 30,000, 40,000. As NGC's been wrestling with some digs here, late 18 into the post. Dan, though, still not quite able to get this well opened up. Has burned off a handful of lines and double flips a bar there. But a great rooftop burn, but then can't get a bar over. Gets another bar over. And Dan in a world of hurt right now, but staying alive, just... more work to do. NGC's at 507, 447 for Dan. It's a 60,000 point difference. It's going to grow a little bit there with that Tetris from NGC to go to 534, 84,000 points. Now, Dan is almost out of this mess, but the right pieces refuse to come in time. For now, Dan is staying alive. NGC Man leaning back in the chair to get that bar over. Gets a score up to 593. Dan is almost out of this dig. So close. Just a couple more burns will do it. NGC's reopened the lead to a serious tone of 160,000 points. Dan's got the well up against the bar, gets the Tetris! 505 now for Dan. 664 for NGC. Dan, with the work cut out for him. Hell of a job just surviving that. Now has got to find a way to try and chase hard. Gas pumped up seeing it. Hearing on both players. That's what you love to see. 730, 541, the lead. Bordering on 200k at the moment. Now that Dan's clean, he can start scoring and try to charge back into this. And the lead now, very quickly, has dropped. NGC will get that Tetris up to 771. 637 for Dan. Both players move into level 27. It's about a 103,000 point difference. Dan made quick work of a healthy chunk of that lead, but still has work to do. Finally gets a bar for a Tetris there to go to 707. 808 for NGC, so 100,000 points the difference. As Dan goes into level 28 now on 743. 70,000 points off of NGC, who goes in but not with a clean board. Two more burns would get the left side open, or get the right side open for NGC. Gets it open. Tetris to go to kill screen at 890. Dan goes in at 789, down by 110,000 points. NGC gonna be done at 890, 680. danvweller's got to get to 891. 891, the target score. Oh, that J didn't make it over, but the bar does for the triple. 891 will be required to bring us to a decider. Oh! But the pieces are not getting to the sides. 822 is all Dan can muster, and NGC will hang on to take game 4 and the match.
Hey everybody, this is your old pal vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.